I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and would go to a lot of Cleveland Indians games, and I would look into the press box and see the guys that were doing all the broadcasting, because I would listen to a ton of games too, and I said, well, that looks fairly sedentary. That looks like something I could do. And I really I was just enthralled by that. So I kept listening, and that was the thing I decided I wanted to do, and I never had a backup plan. The production is bigger than the market. I've always wanted people, when they listen to SIU games, having prejudged it's the Carbondale market, it must be a small-time sound, to be blown away by it. And I don't know if people are blown away, but I think they're impressed. And it's not just talent, and it's not just me, it's the people that I work with, and it's the resources provided to be able to hire good people, have good equipment, be on good stations.
Singer right of the circle, leaps past, tipped by Mullen, stolen by Tatum. JT has a run out of senior night. Here he goes, he dunked it. Tatum with a senior night dunker.
You know, one night I stumbled upon, an SIU broadcast, and it was Mike Reis and Greg Sterrick calling an SIU basketball game, and it just kind of had a different sound to it. I don't really know how to quantify it or qualify it or anything like that, but there was just something that was exciting about it and maybe want to listen to more of.
His career has progressed from being the young play-by-play voice into the veteran play-by-play voice into the now working for the university, still the play-by-play voice, and molding all three of those together throughout the 40 years the way he has made him the Hall of Famer that he is.
He is an icon. And not only is he an icon here in our region, he's an icon throughout the country. He could be anywhere he wanted to be, but he chose to stay here and chose to, do his career from here. But the Salukis are lucky that they've had this guy.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, it's over. The national championship belongs to Southern Illinois.
He's the soundtrack of the Sweet 16 runs, the national championship in 1983. A lot of those things are probably the most prominent things that he's known for, as being the voice of those big moments.
In the bone, he will hold it. The Sweet 16 is even sweeter when SIU's in there. And the Dogs are Sweet 16 for the second time in 5 years. They take down Virginia Tech 63-48 and advance this.
I'm all about credibility. Are you the same way on the air as you are off the air? When they're good, don't make them out to be the #1 team in the country, because they're not. And when they're bad, don't make them out to be the worst team in the country, because they're not either. And that's kind of been my credo.
One of the big things I've taken is how Reis interacts with coaches, how he weaves some of those quotes or stories into his broadcasts, how he describes things.
He's passionate about what he does. And and I think the people understand, and they can hear the passion in his voice.
His heart and soul and blood and sweat and tears are laid all over Southern Illinois and the rest of the stops in the Missouri Valley Conference. That I think the award that he's receiving just speaks volumes to what he has done for Southern Illinois University and the Missouri Valley Conference.
Well, it's my life. That's what it means to me. That's what SIU means to me. And so when these sort of things come up, it isn't just me. It's the people who've provided me with these opportunities, and those people include the people at SIU.